get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn and territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, fellas.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Right. He's telling right here. He's telling the right. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On the set.
53. Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Set, go.
2nd and 11. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, to the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to do well, and he's got it.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He's got his man. It's Williams. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Let's go.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Giants. Calvin Ridley, 96 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, Tiny's right. Watch Tiny's.
36-yard line.
They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go again.
Now Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Eason. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Pilot, 64, weak.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
5.
On 1st down, Hitchcock. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Get
The 42-yard line.
49.
Be driven.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Charger drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go. 30 base.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Martin flexing the muscle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to throw. Eason. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Snap.
They'll run. Martin. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch 10, watch 10.
Gordon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On 1st down, Hitchcock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. Bristol, travel.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready?
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta.
49, guys. Mike.
Now.
2nd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Check back. 49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Flowers. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Let's go.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
49.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
50,
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Hitchcock. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
18 Gator. 61 to match box right.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Go.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Double dog. That's the
Blue draw Corkers.
check 37.
Hey, Alpha. 2.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Eason got a man. It's complete. Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Ready.
154. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, Martin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Eason. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hitchcock. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out. Look. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
On first down, Eason. Going for a right side here, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. 23 yards, the final tally. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down, Eason. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So
2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a give, right side. Hitchcock. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 34 yards there and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Hitchcock. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Topper! Topper!
Kill, 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 kill. Mike 35, Mike 35.
And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. C-trip, C-trip.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They dropped the throw, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joey Bosa. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Cheetah.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kaiser White, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 53, Mike.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. Eason. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits.